UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA, on to UK, on to Switzerland, on to Canada, on to Australia, on to Taiwan, on to Brazil, on to US. No be juju, I know too. Mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo, mama sent a photo. Oh yeah, back up your celeb, oh yeah, back up your elo. On to USA.
all right. Mic check, mic check. And I think my mic is lit. My mic is lit. I think my mic is lit. Yeah, for sure. It is absolutely lit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It is the GG Arenas Champions Cup draw. And I'm super excited, I can't lie, because, I've done a little bit of research on these teams. We've seen how they performed in the Pro Clubs League. So now we're going to see who's going to be crowned champion of champions. And I'm ecstatic. If you can tell from my voice, I'm super ecstatic. And I want to see what team would have all of the bragging rights. Who would they call them? Who would call themselves the best team, the best pro clubs team in the region? Who would claim that title? But before we go into the draw, we want to take a little quick breakdown again to just get a little bit of a vibe here, you know, on why, just to get a little bit of a vibe on why we are here. And why are we here? Well, we did have the GG Arena Pro Clubs League, of which, we had the closing ceremony a couple of days ago. And it was absolutely incredible. The Woo was on the cut. He was in the cut, and he gave us a little bit of a drop down on why Niger Boys is the team to look out for in this coming season and in the championship cup as well. So it is the top 8 teams that have advanced into the championship cup from the Pro Clubs League. So you got to respect, the consistency in structure from GG Arena here. The action never stops. It continues. It never ends. So we did have an interesting turn of events here, where we had a table, we had everything lined in to give you guys a little bit of an idea of how this came to be. So, as we all know, the Champions Cup is kicking off on the 24th of May 2025. That is in 4 days, and it is a single elimination. That is, if they knock you, you don't jar. That's really what it means. Knockout, single elimination, no time for dilly dally, no time for beating around the bush, but it will have 2 legs. And the participants are going to be the top 8 teams from season 1 of the Pro Clubs League. So what are the top 8 teams? Well, you saw Niger Boys finishing on top of that leaderboard from the Pro Clubs League. Elite Manen in second place, just a couple of points shy. I won't say just a couple of points, 12 points shy. That's nasty work, I ain't gonna lie. But Mambo 25 is also in there. Uncoachables in 4th place in the top 4, and Super Eagles FC in spot number 5. And in 6th place, Favela United. In 7th place, Goal Trotters. And in 8th place, Senate FC. So the top 8 teams. So basically 24 points would have got you into the Champions Cup. That's basically 8 games in the Pro Clubs League. So in the Pro Clubs League, you got to target to win at least 8 games if you want to be in the running for the Champions Cup. Again, this is all, you have to take this with a pinch of salt, because you can still get 8 wins, but another team can still outperform you. So you still got to focus on yourself and just look out for being number 1. Nobody ever advises the number 1 team. So like I said earlier, top 8 teams from the Pro Clubs League, and again, something very, very interesting here. Something you also got to look out for is the fact that there's no entry fees for the winner of the Champions Cup. So you don't pay entry fees, man. So whatever the entry fees were for you or your team in the Pro Clubs League Season 1, in Season 2, the winner of the Champions Cup does not pay the entry fee. I'm not sure what the entry fee is, but nobody wants to spend money. So whoever it is that wins the Champions Cup already knows that, yeah, at least and it's gonna be crazy, because if Niger Boys win the Champions Cup, that means they don't get to pay the entry fee coming into the next season of the Pro Clubs League. That would be nasty, because they win the league, then they come to the next season for free. y'all better do something about that. Y'all better do something about that for sure. But yeah, speaking of the Pro Clubs League season 2, it will kick off June 15th, 2025. So all the teams will register again, same registration fee from season 1. It is the league format, 2 matches against each opponent, home and away. And there's going to be a brand new prize pool. So let's don't forget, there's going to be a brand new prize pool. And again, let's not forget Enzo. Yes, Enzo, that big name. He's currently in LA right now, actually. Enzo is in LA right now with Lord Lamba. And I think he's going to face Clan's house in Los Angeles. But I'm not sure, but I know he's in LA right now. So big shout out to Enzo if he is going to hop on the stream with me and with some of you as well. But outside of that, that is the sneak peek into what the Championship Cup and the Pro Clubs League for season 2 is going to be looking like. So you're going to keep your eyes peeled. Make sure to follow GG Arena on all social media platforms to keep up to date with every single thing. So without further ado, I think we're going to hop straight into the draw, right? Or do I have anything else I want to give you? I don't know, but I know that from next season, I think we're gonna have, some more talk, interview sessions with top managers and players as well. And we're gonna also have match previews and insights, rewind shows highlighting key moments of the week, but also live interviews also gonna be a thing next season. And we're gonna also take some fan polls and predictions. A lot is coming in the next seasons. Absolutely incredible stuff from GG Arena. So keep your eyes peeled to know exactly what is coming. So yeah, like I said, you can see this right here. Follow GG Arena on all the platforms that you see listed below so that you can stay locked in, stay strapped in, stay forward, and know for yourself what the vibe is going to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, without taking too much of your time, this stream is not supposed to be that long. I'd have given you a little bit of a breakdown of what the Champions Cup is, but if you missed it, it is kicking off on the 24th of May. That is 4 days from now. So we're about to find out the teams that will be facing each other. Now, this is a live draw. This is a draw to tell you who is going to play against who. This is not a bracket. Please lock in. This is not the bracket. This is a live draw. This is going to determine what teams will participate against what teams in the first round of the Championship Cup. This is not a bracket to arrange the potential of who is going to face who. You will know who you're going to face right here on the live stream for sure. You will know who it is you're facing, but you will not know the order in which you will face the next team after that. Now that will be released on GG Arena social media for you. So make sure you follow on the social media and know exactly what the bracket is going to look like. But what you have now is the first round of fixtures. The bracket, we want to keep a little bit of mystery in that. But for the first teams in the first round, we are going to do a live draw so you can see who you're playing against off the bat. It is going to be home and away, and it is going to be knockout. So you already know, if you don't make it through the first round, get a load of this guy. Out you go. Nobody's going to cry no tears for you. You're going to move on and start prepping that registration fee for the next season. Because I ain't going to lie, that's really what it's about. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, 24th of May is going to be the Champions Cup. First round of games. I think it's going to be just running over that weekend. So you're going to keep your eyes peeled on what comes next. Top 8 teams have advanced, and I am going to pull up the wheel right now so you guys can get a little bit of an idea of what is going to look like. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you guys in the comment section, I want to see your predictions. I want to see your predictions, really. Who's in the comments? Who is actually in the comments for real? I'm curious as to who is in the comment section right now. So we've got 6 people viewing, a couple of people in the comment section. So I want to know what your predictions are going to be. Who do you think is going to face who? I want to see your potential predictions of who is going to go against who in the first round and the first draft. It's really important. This stage is actually really important because it ties into who's going to win. It really ties in because you got to think, if I face this team, I have a better chance of qualifying. I have a better chance of, making something happen. So, Atang says, Niger Boys versus Elimane. Come on, bro. That's just diabolical. There's no way the draw is going to start like that. Come on, bro. I need better predictions. I need 5 predictions before I start the draw. I need 5 predictions before I start draw. There's like 8 people live right now with me. So I need you guys to what's the word? To get on this with me. Niger versus Elite Man. Come on, how can the official account even be saying this, man? How can the official account even be saying this? Niger versus Elite Man, and that there's no way that is going to be the first draw. There's no way that's going to be the first game. There's absolutely no way, man. I personally, if I get that draw, I'm gonna start the draw again. I'm gonna start the draw again for sure. I'm gonna start the draw again. There's no way that's going to be the draw. Come on, guys, we can do better. We can do better. Okay. So let's stay locked in. I need better predictions. You guys should give me better predictions. I need better predictions. Come on. I need better predictions. Okay, let's Atang says Mammo 25 against uncoachables. Again, that's still diabolical. That's still a diabolical predictions. David says Niger Boys versus Elite. But come on, guys. Why are you all giving me this prediction? Is this what you want? Is this why you're here? Do you want the number 1 team against the number 2 team in the first round of the tournament? That is just crazy work. I don't know. I don't think I would justify that. I mean, that is just wrong on so many levels. Come on, guys. It's too chaotic. Exactly, it's too chaotic. And it's crazy that everybody wants to see, you know, David says, bring anyone. Niger Boys in 1. Oh, I see what you did. But this is not basketball now. You can't say Niger Boys in 1. Because you're playing 2 games. So you can't say Niger Boys in 1. You're playing only 2 games. Unless you're saying that Niger Boys are going to win anybody they come up against in 1 game without having to without the second game having to matter. Now that is just greedy. That is just greedy stuff. But okay, without taking too much time, I want to get straight into the action. So let us make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the draw. And you already know what time it is. You already know what we got to do, bruh. We already know what we got to do. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's cut straight into the action here. And I am in support. I'm in full mode. I am in super excitement mode. We've got 8 teams here. And we're gonna keep our eyes on the prize here. So the wheel is gonna spin, and it is going to pick one team, and that team is going to be the home team for the first round. Then the next team that is picked is going to be the away team for the first round. So keep your eyes peeled, ladies and gentlemen, and you will not miss anything in this. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into it. Let's get cracking. Who is going to be the first team? All right, we're spinning. Who's it going to be? Is it Gold Trotters? Yes, it is. It is Gold Trotters. It is Gold Trotters. It is Gold Trotters. All right. So once a team is selected, yeah. Once we have a team, we're going to remove them from the draw. So once we have a team, we're going to remove them from the draw. That is exactly how, it's going to be working. So we're going to remove Gold Trotters from the draw. And then we'll have a little bit of an idea So we'll have to remove them from the draw, and then we will select another team to go on against the Gold Trotters. So now we have 7 teams left. Let's see who is going to go against the Gold Trotters. Gold Trotters are going to be playing home. Who is going to be playing against them in the first round? Let's see. Ooh! well. Niger boys, in it. It is Niger boys away to Gold Trotters in the first round, first pick. Now that is something I was not expecting. I'm not going to lie. It is. I was not expecting Niger boys to even get a first draw, a first round pick. But it is what it is. It is absolutely what it is. Now, if this works out, the bracket could also be built on this. But again, I don't know if that's how it's going to work, but this is going to be the fixtures for the Champions Cup. So it is going to be Gold Trotters against Niger Boys. Niger Boys will now be removed from the draw. So you're going to keep your eyes peeled now to know who is going to come out on top in for the next round of games. So I want to hear some predictions before we kick off the draw again. I want to hear some predictions. What do you guys think? 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 Who is going to, be in the next draw? Who is going to be in the next draw? Who's going to be in the next draw? Maybe the be, maybe the be, maybe the be, maybe the be. Is that, is that, is that your money? Yes, it is my money. All right. 1, 2, 3. Who's home? Who is home in the second draw? Who is it going to be? Looks like the Uncoachables. I believe it is. I believe it is going to be the Uncoachables for game number 2. They will be home, and I will be removing them from the draw. So the Uncoachables will be home here. The Uncoachables. The Uncoachables. Active. Very, very active. I'm pretty sure you guys did not see that one coming, right? Pretty sure you guys did not see that one coming, but I saw it from a mile away. So who are they going to play against? The Uncoachables. Who do they go up against? My money is on Elite Manin, and I'm pretty sure that's how this is going to happen. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3. Uncoachables versus who? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I said it. I said it, right? I said it. I said it. I said it. I said, not that I rigged it too. Nobody should say I rigged anything. Nobody should say I rigged anything, but I'm a visionary, guys. I'm just a visionary. That's just what it is. I'm a visionary. So nobody, don't play with me. I'm a full visionary. I visualize. I'm just always cooking. So Elite Manen against the Uncoachables. Now that is the action for match number 2, and that is one. That is not what I was expecting. Well, I was not expecting it to be here, like the next game, but I was cooking. I was absolutely cooking. You can't even deny that I was cooking right there. Yeah. David says, Elite man, and we need that. Yeah, needed that. Yeah, you needed that for sure. Saw that all the way through. All right. So we've got 4 teams left. 4 teams have been added to the cut. And now that is something very, very interesting. We see the action. We do not stop at any moment in time. So Elite Manen have been added to the list. And now we've got 4 teams left. 2 of these teams about to go against each other. Who is going to be in the third round? Eyes on the prize, ladies and gentlemen. Do not stop. Do not bat your eyelids as you're about to witness. It looks like it's Mambo. Mambo. Yes, it is. Mambo 25. Mambo 25 in game number 3. It is going to be Mambo 25. Mambo 25, ladies and gentlemen. Mambo 25. Mambo 25. All right. Who do they go against I think it's gonna be Super Eagles though. I think it's gonna be Super Eagles. I personally think it's gonna be Super Eagles, bro. Mambo 25. All right, let's go. Who do they play against? Who do they play against? It's the Favelas. It is the Favelas. Favelas Football Club. It is going to be them against the Mambo 25. So you already know the last two teams that will be playing against each other. It will be Super Eagles against the Senate. Mm. All right, all right, all right. So you already know there's no need to spin, obviously, because we already know who the winner is, who the two teams that will go up against each other in the final draw is going to be Super Eagles against the Senate. So, that's a no-brainer. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That has basically been the draw. Now, so to, do a little bit of a reset, to give you guys um how this came about. It is so I'm gonna just give a run through of the teams that are gonna be participating against each other. So we have Gold Trotters against Niger Boys. Gold Trotters will start at home against Niger Boys in the first round, and the first match will be Gold Trotters at home. Niger Boys will be away, and then they will play both legs. Uncoachables will go on against Elite Manen. Uncoachables will be playing at home in the first round, and Elite Manen will be playing away before they play the second leg. Remember, this is knockout, so once you lose out, you lose out. You will not be playing against another team unless you advance to the next stages. Mambo 25 will be going on. Will be going against the Favelas. Mambo 25 will be playing at home in the first round against Favelas, who will be playing away before they play the second leg, and then Super Eagles against Senate FC to wrap things up in the final third. Super Eagles will be playing home. Okay, well, I could have spun, it right to decide who's going to play home and away, right? Should we do that? Do we have to do that though? I don't think we have to do that. Do we have to spin? I mean, for the sake of the culture, why not? Right? Right? For the sake of the culture, let's spin and see who plays, home and away first. Yeah, so the spin is going to determine who's going to play home first. So let's find out who it's going to be. Yeah, Super Eagles. Funny enough, this is exactly how I set it up. I set it up as Super Eagles was going to play, you know, home first, then Senate FC would play away. So pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much panned out, how I wanted. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much how it works. So Champions Cup is going to be on the 24th of May 2025. I'm not sure, what the bracket is going to look like, if the bracket is going to be built based off of, what you've seen here. If it is built this way, it's going to be a little bit diabolical towards the next stages, towards the next phase, because you guys already know what I mean. So but I'm not expecting that to happen. I think the management is still going to like build the bracket at the end of the day, right? So I think they'll just move a couple of things around, you know, for the sake of, what I mean. But outside of that, it's been pretty straightforward. What time are the games? Will all matches be simultaneously? Well, I know that the matches will be streamed, but I can only cover one match at a time. So it is really a matter of, what time the matches are going to be going on. But outside of that, I can't really give you all that varied information, but you will find out if you follow GG Arena on all the social media platforms, that you keep an eye on the latest information. So make sure you stay locked in. You get all the details you want. Just follow GG Arena on all social media platforms. Then they will give you the intel of how they are going to be running things, what time the matches will be, what matches are going to start first, or if they are going to start, at the same time. But yeah, I guess that information will be put out to the public. So anytime soon, between today and the day of the event. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, it has been absolutely incredible having you guys on here with me. Big shout out to GG Arena, big shout out to the production team and the GFX team behind me. They have been absolutely incredible bringing you guys all of this exciting graphics. So yeah, we're gonna stay locked in. I'll catch you guys on the flip side, and thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope you guys will lock in. We're gonna bring the action straight to you this weekend, so make sure you follow, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe as well. And the GG Arena team, thank you as well. See you at the next one. Peace.